Hello ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at a beautiful 1962 Ford Galaxie 4-door sedan. I did a video of this car a number of months ago when it was completely 100% stock. At that time it had its original wheels, hubcaps and so forth on it. And since that time I've done a bunch of work to it, and now I'm actually putting it up for sale or for bid. And so I'm going to do a new video of the car. I'll put both videos on YouTube so that you can take a look at both videos to see what exactly I've done to the car and see how nice it is at this point. But at any rate, go back and watch the original video of the car when it was completely stock. I bought the car from a farmer in Indiana. Actually, it was an estate sale. The farmer had died, but this car had been garaged its entire life. The farmer drove his pickup truck 99% of the time, and this was just his pleasure car. So this car is a 1962 with only 32,000 original miles on it. The car is a 352 big block with a 2-barrel carburetor and the factory single exhaust, which is still on it. It does not have dual exhaust. 351 2-barrel Ford-O-Matic automatic transmission, which is a 3-speed automatic transmission. And the car runs, drives like brand new. Goes down the road perfectly straight, brakes nice and straight. It does have manual steering. It does have manual drum brakes. There's no power brakes or power steering on the car. But it's not a hard car to drive at all. It actually drives much easier than I expected it would. And it's just a pleasure to drive. Some of the things that I've done to it was take off the original wheels and tires, and I did put on these Krager period correct Krager mags with radial BF Goodrich radial TAs, and that's given it a real nice look. The other thing I did was take off the shock absorbers that were on it, which I do not think were originals, but anyway, I put Monroe-Matic gas shocks on the front, and I put Monroe air shocks on the back. The reason I did the air shocks on the back was just to raise the back end just slightly to give it a little bit more of a raked look. From the factory, they actually sat a little bit lower in the back than they did in the front, and I sort of like it this way. The valve for putting air in it is inside the trunk in a nice location. I can show you in the video if I get time, but it's a nice, neat installation. Other thing that I did to the car was to remove the original interior. Well, actually, the carpet in the car is totally original. The headliner, which is in perfect condition, is original. But the front and rear seat, although the vinyl was in extremely good condition, the seams were beginning to give way. So I took the front and rear seat out and had them completely reupholstered in what I think actually looks better than the original interior. Front and rear seat have both been done. And while I was at it, I even did the rear package tray to match. I'll come back around here and you can look in the back window and see the rear package tray. So that's a nice touch. The guy that did it for me did an outstanding job. He even recovered these bolsters, which were plastic. He wrapped them in vinyl and did an extremely good job. They look better than stock. The door panels on the car did not need anything. The door handles, everything so forth are in outstanding condition. So nothing needed to be done with those, so I left those alone. We just matched up the seats. I put a brand new set of Ford original style floor mats in it. They have the Ford logos and so forth, made out of rubber. These are really nice floor mats. Cost on them was like $189. I put $1,600 into the interior. I took out the original radio, which I do still have, and I put a custom auto sounds radio in the car that has AM, FM, and hookup for iPod or your iPhone. There's a hookup in the glove box, a cable in there that you can plug your iPod or iPhone into, and you run it through the auxiliary jack. And that works extremely well. I didn't want to cut the rear deck for speakers, so I put these stealth speakers in the car that are sitting on the floor back here in the back. You can shove those up under the seat, but for better sound I've got them sitting back where they are. It's rare that anybody rides in the back of the car, so no need at this point to push them up under the seat, but you can do it. Let's see, I put the dash cover on. This car does have a padded dash. It did pull away from the windshield just slightly. It's still in extremely good condition, but it pulled away just slightly. So I put this pad on, which gives it a nice look and protects it. Walk around here. We'll take a look in the trunk. By the way, this car is 100% rust-free. It's the original color of Corona Cream. It has been repainted one time. It's got a nice paint job on it, not 100% perfect. It's got a couple of blemishes that have been touched up, but nothing that really detracts enough from the car to have to do anything about it. I put a brand new rear bumper on the car because the original one had some patina on top of it that I wasn't happy with. Front bumper on the car is just like new. All of the glass in the car is the original Ford factory glass. No cracks. No problems with it really whatsoever. No need for any kind of replacement there. Everything works on the car. The clock didn't work originally, but I did get it working, so the clock works now extremely well. Trunk, 100% rust-free. It's got the jack. Jacking instructions over here. That is the original spare tire still in the car. Original trunk mat. This black mat that you see back here is the original full width floor mat for the front of the car, which was still in it, so I just stuck it back here. I've got some original documentation for the car, including a couple of dealer brochures, a shop manual, got the original owner's manual, and I've got an extra copy of the owner's manual as well, which is in the glove box of the car. So everything's fantastic back here. Let's see, we'll walk around to show you under the hood. The wheels and tires, by the way, are brand new. Lift the hood up. The engine compartment is nice and clean and detailed. The engine's never been out of the car. The valve covers and air cleaner have been repainted, as well as some of the black up here on the radiator, the little coolant tank, and so forth. Battery is in excellent condition. Like I said, everything works on the car, and this car will start right up and runs extremely quietly. Let me see if I can start it for you. I think I can start it without even touching the gas. There we go. Turn the key. Car started right up. Can hardly hear it run. Another thing that I did to the car was ordered originally with no seat belts from the factory. I did put Ford replica seat belts in it. My wife didn't want to ride in the car without seat belts, so I had to do that. There are the chrome buckles are embossed with the Ford emblem, which is pretty cool. You can hear the radio playing now. It's got the matching floor mats in the back of the car as well, so just an extremely nice car, very reliable, just a great car, and I happen to think the 62 Galaxie was one of the best looking ones. Give you a quick walk around here, make sure that you see everything. All the trim is outstanding. All the chrome now is just like brand new. You get the Galaxie tag frames with it, and they say 1962 on them up at the top. Just a gorgeous car. You don't see these. I go to a lot of car shows. It's rare that you see a 62 like this. There's your tag frames. Say 1962 on them. I've got 1962 Maryland plates on it at the moment. So, grill's outstanding. Just a fabulous car. So if you have any questions about